Hi, hello all. Good morning. Hello, am I audible?
Hi, Atchyut.
Yeah, hi. So thank you very much for joining.
You are audible.
Yeah. Okay, let us start. We waited enough time. Okay. So yeah. So let us start whatever plan for today. Okay. So this is as I told. This is demo class on the Azure Data Engineering actually. Okay. And in this, we are going to explore first of all what is data engineering and how it will be actually in the real time. And we are going to see what is the syllabus for this course and especially the course curriculum actually in this training curriculum. And then further we are going to explore about the myself and then we will see regular class details. Okay. So more importantly, we need to understand that what is data engineering, that is really matter. Okay. So let us try to understand that. So let us see quickly. That's what the agenda for today. What is data engineering? Responsibilities of data engineering. Technologies required in Azure Data Engineering. Then about the instructor, you should get the confidence about the instructor by seeing his profile and background work and current ongoing work. So all together we will see. So then regular class details. So which will help you actually so that you can decide. Then question and answers. So you are feel free to ask any type of questions regarding this data engineering or your whatever. Okay. So now let us try to understand. Let us try to move further. Uh, okay. What is data engineering? So this is a very important discussion. I used to discuss with anybody in every batch because I am just assuming that you are completely new to this domain. That means data engineering domain. So that's why I used to discuss anything from the scratch in this discussion actually. So let us try to understand what is a organization, how it will be actually, their systems, how it will be, how the data is domain generating regularly, and then ultimately what you need to dig from that data existing. So that's what let us try to understand. So if you take any organization, any organization which have multiple branches or regular business happening or regular transactions happening, whatever, simply a organization which have some data. So in general, if you see the data of an organization, it may have a multiple data sources actually. So data might be generating or inserting into the databases. Data might exist in CRM or ERP systems. Data may be exist in the web events. Data might be there in the IoT devices or whatever simply actually. So simply data is going to exist in multiple systems. So that is what the first simple thing. Even not in one database, multiple times data will exist in many databases also. Not not definitely a one central database. So this is what data sources wise if you see actually. Now what we understand, the data is going to exist in multiple sources. That's what this is telling. Then if any organization have such a data, so very important thing is what you need to identify insights actually. You need to identify insights. For what purpose? They need to improve the business. Yes or no? Ultimately, you are doing something means to always have some progress, right? So you have already existing data. If you are able to analyze that data, if you are able to identify some insights so that you can take the key decisions to improve your business. That's what you are going for the reports, for example. One of the thing is what reports. You can analyze how the business is happening. Monthly sales, how much is happening? Daily sales, how much is happening? Category wise, which how sales is happening. So which type of customers buying what products? so that you can analyze customer track, product related information, anything with reports actually, right? So basing on this, if you try to analyze it correctly, then you can take a good decisions to improve your business wherever you are at. So that's what. So this is what the final goal, for example. It like this, many will be there for any organization. Now, the data is scattered in among the multiple devices. So, but you need the reports from by using all these data actually. So that's what in between you have going to extract to generate these reports. For example, if this is your target, to generate these reports, you need to extract the corresponding data from corresponding devices, then load into a staging area. That might be anything. That might be database, storage account, API, anything. First of all, this is just broad picture. You are just bringing required data from all these devices into this one of the location. So there you are going to hold your raw data. There might be more, sometimes it might be the raw data actually. It may be not formatted. It may be unnecessary columns, unnecessary rows, not required data. And some columns you need to handle with some special care. And you need to get the derived columns simply, whether you understand or not, that data is not exactly in your required format. Simple. The data is not in your required format. So that you are bringing from all these devices, keeping in the staging area. Once this is done, that data as we discussed, you need to clean it actually. You need to bring into required format actually. That whole process you are calling as a transformation. You are extracting required data from multiple devices, then keeping in staging area, then table by table or data by data, you are just transforming into your required location. So that might be what derived columns you might be doing, unnecessary rows you are deleting, unnecessary columns you might be deleting, null handling might be happening. So anything in between might happen. Or ultimately summaries, aggregated values you are identifying. So that simply well prepared transformed data you are doing here. That data you are loading into data warehouse. That is what simple. So what is meaning of warehouse? Leave the data. Warehouse. Simply warehouse meaning is what? In the warehouse, if you see any Amazon warehouse or any physically existing in their shelters, the items are going to keep in the big warehouses in a proper manner so that when they're required, you can get them very easily actually. You can fetch those items very easily. If you simply scatter here and there without following any structure, searching is going to be take long time. That's why warehouse is nothing but you are going to identify you are going to keep the data in a proper manner. That's what. So that's what data also you are going to keep the data in a proper manner. That's what well prepared data by using transformation, you are going to load into data warehouse. That's what actually. And this warehouse might be database, might be data store, might be API endpoint, or whatever simply. So that is what well prepared data you are going to hold in the data warehouse. So this you are feeding to the reporting tools that might be Power BI, Tableau, any other analytics tool, Synapse Analytics or anything simply, then reports are generating. Or this well prepared data might be serving to some other teams or some other projects actually of the same client. So that may be for machine learning, for data science, for anything. People can use it because this is well prepared data actually here. So it need not be always reporting projects. This is what if you see the data movement, how this is happening from multiple systems to required data you are bringing into the staging area, then transforming it as per your requirement, then loading into the data warehouse. then that is feeding to the reporting tools or by using by some other teams or projects. That is what overall the data flow is, how it is happening. Then in this whole discussion, where is actually data engineer is going to work? That is what exactly from here to here. Data engineer is going to work from here to here. In between, many things are there to learn. That's what data engineering training. So, extracting different mechanisms are there, transforming different mechanisms are there, loading basing on your destination, different mechanisms are there. This is what, and for everything, different technologies you are using, different optimization techniques you are using. That's what data engineer has to take care from here to here exactly. Remaining things we don't bother much in most of the projects. 99% of the project, data engineer is only responsible to do this task in this area. So this is what, first of all, as a layman, I'm just assuming you don't know anything about data engineering. If you just try to understand that what actually data engineer has to do, this is what. Now, by understanding this part, remaining discussion is going to be there. So that what else he has to take care. So hope it is clear till now. So I am moving to next. I will answer all your questions at the end. So let us just complete our flow. Nothing is there. Okay. Now if you take a data engineer, he has a data engineer. Suppose if you sit with a client. Now based on understanding of previous slide, this part easily you can understand also. So data engineer, if it is there, if he sit with a client, what are the basic questions he has to keep in mind? What data you need to collect from him actually? What clarity you need to get? That's what very important. So that is what very important. Basing on previous discussion only you can tell the sources. Source might be database. Even in the database also multiple technologies are there. SQL Server, MySQL, Oracle, or Cosmos DB, anything. So like this, multiple n number of databases are there. So in which database data is there? By getting that clarity, you can do development accordingly. So that's why sources of your data is what? Is it exist in API? So like that, you need to get the clarity actually. So that's what are the sources of the data? Then on top of this, what else? What is the format of source data? This is very important. Your development at one phase, basing on this only, this is going to play a crucial role. You need to accordingly take care the data actually. Because data formats, if you observe, structured data. So different things are there, structured data. So it is going to be in a rows and columns format. Okay. So for example, if you take a CSV file, for example, if you take a table actually, database table, so like this. So these are a structured rows and columns clearly will be there. So well structured, easy to fetch the data actually. Then you are going to have semi-structured. So semi-structure examples are what? For example, so JSON is semi-structure, XML is semi-structure. So somehow by managing, you can get back the data actually. So into rows and columns format. If it is able to do. Okay. So that's what semi-structure. Then the next one is unstructured. So data in text form, image form, video form, like this, audio form. So data is not in a not following any specific format. There is no order. So simply this type of different formats of data will be there actually. So when data is like this, accordingly your handling should be there. So that's why you need to get the clarity in the starting itself, how the source data should be there, how the end data also. That means the final well prepared structured data, in which format you need to maintain. So if that's kind of dependencies or that kind of clarity you should get on your data format actually. So that um entire this development will be basing on this. Okay, so that's what you should get the clarity initially itself. How would I transform this data? So even transformation also, that means in between basing on the structures, different transformations has to do. And sometimes basing on the data initially you are fetching, so most complex transformation logics you need to develop. So that's why transformations you can do by using multiple technologies actually. So basing on the technology, the pricing is also going to vary. So that's why you need to take care. So that is what the how you can transform the data. Then very importantly, this is what question does it need to be answered ultimately. Very, 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 very important. What does it mean actually? Suppose if you need monthly customer sales, each customer per month, how much they are buying from your store. If that is the details you need, then accordingly from the on-premise, that means the original source, whatever is there, from that source, accordingly the data you need to fetch. Accordingly, your development should be there. Then accordingly, you are going to generate the reports. That means ultimately what you need to answer, that is actually entire your project dependent. Basing on this only, your entire development will be there. So that's what you need to get the clarity. So what you want ultimately, you need to ask the client. Of course, that's what they will come up. So that's what you need to get the clarity. Basing on that, what number of tables are required, what are all there, that list you need to prepare. And then accordingly, you need to join the tables. Accordingly, you need to generate the actual data. That's what this is real very important question. So you defined source, you discussed what is the format, you discussed in between transformation, and we discussed finally what it is going to serve. Then how you are going to store the data, where you are going to store the data. So your destination is what? Again, your destination might be sometimes it may be a data store and file format, maybe CSV, Parquet, anything. Or it may be a database. And then which database? MySQL, SQL Server, or Oracle, whatever. Or it may be API endpoint, or it may be another cloud. So what is that ultimate destination? You need to get the clarity. So along these are the basic things you need to keep in our mind to uh, to get the full clarity on the project, how to develop it. Then that's what the data engineer, by getting clarity on these things, on few more basic things, then he can develop the pipelines, or simply he can develop the things so that data movement is happening from one location to another location smoothly. And then finally, you are transforming it for the data evaluation. That means from unstructured, not clarity data to very well structured and which is ready-made data to use. That's what data evaluation process. So it is refining step by step. That's what the data evaluation is happening because of the data engineer. That might be using by data science, machine learning people, or whoever, that simply we don't bother. Your target is give the ultimate refined data. So that is what a data engineer has to keep in your mind. So basing on this discussion, what you can conclude is actually the curriculum part. This is nothing but in our training, what we are covering simply. That's all. Okay. So in the cloud Azure, till now we understand data engineering related. That data engineering you can do anywhere actually. You can do in different clouds. So in AWS you can do, GCP you can do, in Azure we can do. So we are going to discuss data engineering task in the cloud Azure, because the cloud Azure is became famous like anything, using by many organizations like anything, and this is the major market shareholder. in the cloud technology. So obviously that will reflect in the data engineering also. So that's why, and since of course I am working as a data lead in this particular domain, okay. So what is the curriculum? Very important thing is SQL Server. So of course Azure SQL Server we are discussing, but simply what my recommendation is, essentially SQL. Anything, any technology, MySQL, SQL Server, my Oracle, anything. Because by knowing one technology of the SQL, you can easily adopt another technologies also. It's not at all a big deal actually. Concepts wise, everything same. Syntactically, 99% it is same. Only little variations will be there. That is not at all a big deal. And at the same time, SQL is always evergreen technology. Anyone should master this so that database is always evergreen. No worries really about the even in the current trend also because AI is dominating. But still, database side or data domain side or a data engineering side, we no need to bother much. That's why even these days also, even now also, many calls are there. Okay. So now another thing is SQL is the main highlight point is SQL is a very core technology, evergreen technology. 15-20 years back, what we learned, even till today, we are using same syntaxes, same concepts, nothing at all changed. But in this process, during these years, only technologies are evolving. So earlier ETL tools like you might have a data stage, Informatica, and then some other SSIS, and now cloud-based ETL tools came. These technologies are changing, but in the background, the SQL is same wherever you are. That's why master this is very important. Whether you know it or not, we are going to discuss this from the scratch. That's what's in the starting regular classes onwards. First SQL we will master. Then we will go to the Azure concepts. So whether you know it or not, whatever curriculum we are discussing, I'm just thinking that you don't know anything in this particular domain. So every technology we are starting from the scratch, not only SQL. So along with this, very important is data factory. So SQL is for database related and scripts we can write down and many things you can do. Of course, we will see. Data factory is mainly from source to destination. From source to destination to migrate the data. This is became famous like anything after launching this. Whether you believe it or not, this is ETL means nowadays only data factory. Even they are not using Azure cloud. For just migration purpose, people are using ADF and then they are doing accordingly there for remaining things. Because of that is such a flexibility, such a comfort, such a pricing, it is there. This is became famous like anything nowadays actually. From last 5 years, it is dominating like anything. So that's what mainly for data migration, which is drag and drop. There is no coding required at all. So only drag and drop logical. If you are good, what you are doing, if you have a clarity, so easily you can do it. So we are going to discuss this from the scratch. Okay. So no assumption you know some basics about this or not. Whether you know it or not, we don't bother. We will discuss this anything from the scratch only. So now this is the game changing one, especially if you want a rapid career growth, even in this AI era. So Databricks. So Databricks in general, mainly meant for many purposes, especially for the data part and especially for data processing. It is going to work with lightning speed because of internal structure Spark, and that Spark is working parallelly with cluster based in-memory computation. Whether you understand these words or not, you will master it in the training. But don't worry, simply this is for processing. That's what. Data transformations or processing you are doing with the Databricks. In this, you are going to learn PySpark, PySQL, these two actually for processing. You are going to write the scripts using these two for data processing. So that we are going to master this. How much you depth you learn this, your career growth is that much. Such a trending technology. I can say these two, in case of Azure Data Engineer, these two are just default things you should know. That means these are also important. But on top of these two, if you know this and if you how much you practice, then your growth is also like that. It have a very bright future, and how much you learn, you also such a way going to have. So these three are the trending technologies. Combination is like anything. So these are the core technologies required in the Azure for data migration and processing. That is what data engineer should master. So here data processing you can do here also. Even you can do here also by using data flows and here. So that depends basing on your amount of the data, volume of the data you have. You may have 10 GB data regularly, 100 GB data regularly. So that depends basing on the volume of the data you have. You can decide the technology because billing wise this is little costly. So people will decide accordingly. So this is what the next thing. So core technologies you need. But the advantage is nowadays some trending technologies are there. And in that one of them is Microsoft Fabric. By mastering these three, by going through the portal, by practicing some scenarios or some concepts, Fabric is automatically going to master. So by learning these three, because all three subset of Fabric, that means same environment available in this also. Not only this, the advantage for us is Synapse. Synapse is as it is, the same thing is going to exist. And in case of Fabric, with a little variation, 5% variation, all these things will exist. So this you can take as a bonus, not from my side, by learning these three. By spending some time, you have to do some practice. That means some some examples if you practice here, automatically you will master it. Such a way you planned that. So after these three having some knowledge, we will practice some concepts or some scenarios in these environments both so that you are going to master. That's all actually. This is the trending one. So try to learn it. But learning Fabric is not big deal. It is just like a portal. In that again, Databricks, that sorry, not the Databricks, but PySpark. Ultimately, Databricks in the back, it is a just platform. In the background, PySpark coding, Spark engine. So that's what directly available. And Data Factory as it is available. SQL as it is available in both. That's why whilst learning these three, if you put a concentration, these two understanding is not at all a big deal. So that is what simply the core basic, very futuristic technologies, these are all actually. Along with this, without putting any effort, but on the way, on the flow, day one onwards, you are going to learn data lake, blob storage, simply like these are a storages actually. So when you are doing some task, you need some space to hold the files. So these are the going to use. And data as a data warehouses also these two can use it actually. That's what many concepts we will see along with these concepts. Day one onwards you will get familiar this. Then very important concept, that is delta lake. This is most advanced concept. Data storage wise, this is dominating like anything because of many features, especially because of its retrieval capability. That means data search will happen very quickly because of its internal structure. That internal structure you should master to do any optimized, to write, to develop any optimized code. So that we are going to master. And understanding Delta Lake in the Databricks, you are not just understanding inside the Databricks. Delta Lake is a general concept which is part of Snowflake or in Synapse or in Fabric or in the Databricks. So that is what just integrated in different places. That means learning here is going to make you comfortable in many other places also. That's why we are going to have an exclusive class on this. So these are the core basic technologies wise you should master. Along with this, of course, we are going to see logic app for email notifications and Teams notification. So logic app we are going to use, and then key vault we are going to use. These are the some basic services people will use commonly along with their projects for different other small requirements. So key vault is in general for storing the secrets and all. So that how you will integrate with all these technologies and then how you will use it, we will see as a scenarios. If you see overallly, this is the core thing you should learn. With this, 95% of any data engineering project in the Azure, you can handle confidently, provided you should do the real-time scenarios. So around 30 plus real-time scenarios we are going to discuss. These are not just random scenarios. Okay. What is going, how this list will be there? This is going to happen hand in hand actually, along with these concepts. But these scenarios, regularly happening scenarios in real time and regularly happening issues related scenarios are where actually data engineers in real time who have 3 years, 4 years, 2 years experience and where those people are really struggling. That means by losing some basic concepts. So, such a way all these things are designed. You master these 30 plus real-time scenarios along with this concept. That means your practice. Your knowledge definitely equal to 3 plus years actually. Definitely equal to 3 plus years. No doubts. Provided you should practice. It is not just one way. Just listening the classes anywhere it will not help. So you also has to master it actually. So that's what 3 plus years. You have to get that knowledge. You should listen the concepts, then practicing our side hands-on, and then real-time scenarios practicing. So that is what mainly your side you have to ensure actually. Okay. So this is what along with this, what are the other things is, sorry, just a minute, my slides are stuck. I will reopen. Yeah, in a moment I am sharing. Yeah. So hope all of you able to see this. Yeah.
Mm, Loading.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we are able to.
Thank you. So now here you see, that's what real-time scenarios you have to take care actually. So we are going to discuss everything from scratch. Please try to hands-on. Then very important thing is coming to your interview related or you need to talk much. That is what the project related. Overall, three projects we are trying to provide. Then among that, one is live projects. That means in the classroom, in the end of the training, after mastering all these things, we will take a real-time project which we did in our real time. Then we will analyze it, we will gather the requirement, how it will happen, different phases we will discuss, and then we will see the development end to end, and then different iterations we will perform so that regularly migration, how in real time happening, same field we are going to get. That's what the live projects. More than 10 plus hours going to take place, only the project part. That is going to give you the clarity that how exactly in the real time one project is going to take care. End to end we are going to see. So that is one project we are going to see. Then along with that, two pre-recorded projects you are going to get. In that, two projects if you consider, this project is similar to this, but little variations will be there. But this is really unique project. You'll never get anywhere. No doubt at all. This is 11 plus hours most complex projects what we did in our real time, which is almost 2 years project. Okay. So that you are going to get as a recordings. So by following this, you are going to learn many algorithms inside this. How we written different logics actually. Our own algorithms we written. Data we migrated from source to API endpoint actually. In that, lot of parallelism is there. Parallelism handling is there. Batch processing is there. Batch creations is there. Dynamically batch forming algorithms are there. Like that list is definitely very big. You will enjoy that if you want to go this. That you are going to get as a pre-recorded. So altogether three projects. By understanding them, all the you can keep in your resume. So that is what very important. See, always at your side, what you need to ensure is attending the live class is really matter so that you will understand the concepts in single stretch. So that is going to help you really uh, live classes. Then you will not deviate simply. Okay, what we can say. And then the second thing is you are going to do hands-on at your side. After understanding the concept from the live class, you should practice actually. Ultimately, that is very important, right? Otherwise, how you will understand the depth? So, live class attending, understanding the concept is just 30% in my view. When you do your side hands-on practice, same thing as it is, you do practice. You are going to explore many things in that process actually. So, hands-on is matter. Regularly, you will get a homeworks on the discussion what happened that day. On top of that little extension or little extra part we will give as a homework, and homeworks also we will discuss here and there. Then by doing this you will get real confidence. That is matter ultimately. You can handle your interview on your own and your real time also. So that's why please try to take care live class hands-on homework. That is one thing your side. Okay. Then, okay, I will tell another things in the next part. Yeah. Now coming to myself, my name is Atchyut Kumar. Okay. Some of you might seen my name here and there or some videos in the YouTube or somewhere else also. My MTech from NIT Calicut, National Institute of Technology. And these are my different ranks, all India ranks in this GATE exam. So might be many many BTech students might know this. GATE exam, how much is tough to qualify. So out of 100%, 7% people will just pass this exam. So in my time, so 2 lakh 40K 240K students written this exam. Out of that, this is my rank. And every year I used to have a habit of writing this exam in those days actually. So these are all some my best ranks. There are some other around 1000. That's all. So current role is data lead actually. So total 15 plus experience. Relevant to this is DP 203. Of course, this is not available for you. It is expired 3-4 months back. So alternatively, some other data engineering related certification is there. So related to this particular data engineering, these are my one certification, which is very important in that time. Now it is another one replaced actually. And different other experiences, trainings, placement trainings or gate trainings or different other trainings. These are some of the colleges. And very, very importantly, you can go to Udemy. I will show you. In the Udemy, you are going to have my 25 plus courses are there. So you can search with my name Atchyut or this one. You can search with this name. You can find my courses. You can just explore. Many sample videos are there. Feedbacks are there from internationally. So there are around 70 to 80,000 students enrolled actually. So just explore, spend some time, how the instructor. So this is what something about myself actually. Then coming to the regular classes, any knowledge you need to go ahead in this particular training. So especially in our training, nothing is required. Your willingness is really matter. So everything we are going to cover from the scratch and how much depth is required, that much we are going to cover. So that is the only prerequisite at your side. You need to take care. Then tomorrow onwards, regular classes will start. Okay. And this is Monday morning batch actually 7 to 8. So classes happening between 7 to 8 actually. So that is what. Then duration is 2.5 months. So fees for this course is 15,000. So you can see the quality before this. What I am telling is try to attend. So next 3 classes are free. Okay. So you will get all the links. So that means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you just attend all 3 classes. And of course, one more thing is these are regular classes only. Nothing is planned, only for demo classes. What is the syllabus and how to start? That we are just starting tomorrow onwards. I am not applying any strategy in the demo classes or later. Simply what is the curriculum that we are going to start from tomorrow. That's all. Then the second thing is attending at so your side, please attend next 3 classes. Then the next thing is, so you please go to the YouTube channel. That is Edufulness, same thing. Okay. So have a look. There are more than 150, around 150 plus videos are there related to data engineering. So like data factory related, SQL related, PySpark related, Databricks related, and algorithms related, real-time scenarios, interview questions. Many are there actually. Have a look. You can decide by seeing at least this one. And then as I told you, go to the Udemy. So this is readily available so that you can go through all of them and have a look, attend next 3 live classes also. These 3 is enough to decide whether to enroll or not actually. That's all right. We no need to talk much. We will teach this and that like that. No need to show off much. So these are already there. My courses with my face you can identify. Okay. So you can see my face here and then you can see there and attend the live classes. Then only you can decide on Wednesday. By that time you spend some time. No need to accept simply and don't reject also simply. That's all. Okay. Then if you feel worth, please try to enroll on Wednesday only. Okay. Then backup purpose. This is really very important. And one more thing, if any freshers are here in this demo or whoever watching recording, this course is definitely not for you. Because as a fresher, if you try, the chances are, of course, very less. It's not zero, it's not closed, but really very less. So, same effort, same money, same time, you can put in another trending courses. Because this is for at least 1 year, 1.5 year people. More than that is really well and good. So, you are going to get that. So, why I'm telling this one is because this is for already working people, already IT working professionals. So we know that you are struggling. Sometimes time management in this time is also a bigger issue. So that's why we are providing recording of the same class within 15 minutes. It will be there so that you can recap it. You can watch it later anytime whenever you want. So every day class we are going to provide as a recording. So just like this, let me share you another screen. So how the recordings are going to be there. I will just share you the recently completed batch just 1 week back. So let me just share with you. So like this recordings will be there regularly and you are going to have a one sheet that is the main guide for you. So this is recently completed batch. How the recordings are going to be there, have a look. Let it load. Yeah. So when the class happened, what concept is discussed and its corresponding recording link and other sources if anybody, if anything homeworks or scripts, we will add it here. Okay. So this is what different concepts in different times how we discussed. So have a look all these things project related how the things happening. So this is what. Okay. So like this, you are going to get the recordings. Not only this, you can go to the Udemy. In the Udemy, you can search with my name, Atchyut. So have a look, the courses, what I taught. Go through each course. Okay. Go through the each course. How sample videos, many sample videos will be there. And you can watch them. You have a number of ratings actually. Hundreds of ratings are there. Have a look what other people are telling also. So all these things you can just explore. That is one thing. Then as I told you, go through the YouTube channel also. So here you can search with Edufulness name. Then go here. You have a lot of videos. As I told you, 146 videos are there. Go to the playlist. Different categories you can identify. Have a look. So just explore. Different things are there. All or most of them is data engineering related. So with this, with all these things, you are going to get some clarity actually. Okay. So that is what first thing. Hope that is what clear from my side how you can evaluate whether we are worked or not in this training. Then as after this, since we just want to encourage people to learn more. Okay. So you can ask us any number of courses. Just for namesake, I kept here 3. Any number of courses from the Udemy. You can ask us to get a free coupon. So without coupon, this is what chargeable actually. This is basing on the course. These prices are going to apply. Whenever offer is there, it might be reduced somehow. But it is not free if you go directly. So for all enrolled students, if they need any extra courses, so I will encourage people to take actually. And my recommendation is these three, because Python I am not teaching in the class. So Python as a pre-recorded course, here it is there. Yeah, this one is the pre-recorded course. Just have a look. Data structures and algorithms. one of the best seller course actually. So have a look here. This is what 44 hours. Whoever really logically want to go to programming wise, if you want to improve your logical thinking, this is the core course you should master. If you are able to do this, that is more than enough actually. Any language, any tool, just like that you will understand. That's all. Coding wise, programming wise, logical thinking wise, if you want to have a good, that's what 44 hours. This is the one of the best seller course. So that is what my recommendation since you are a IT person. Then we are since in a data domain, having more command on the data side. So my DBMS is one of the best course. This is also a bestseller course. Have a look in the Udemy. So I will provide free coupon. Okay, have a look the ratings, number of enrollments, and you see the different comments, everything. So that is what actually my recommendations. Along with that, or if any other, you are always welcome to take. So that is what overallly regular classes related. So that's what simply about myself. So have a look. These are my numbers. You can call or WhatsApp to this number, or you can call to this number if you have any personal questions. And as I told you, this is what very important. Regular classes attendance, hands-on part, your side you need to practice, complete the homeworks so that you will get the confidence. So these three steps, if you follow in the entire training, definitely your knowledge is 3+ years. And not only that, as I told you, now to decide to enroll or not in this particular institute for this training, you try to attend the next 3 classes, use the same link. Whatever Zoom link you have right now, use the same link. Then 7 to 8 tomorrow onwards, attend all the regular, all the free classes. Those are regular classes only. Nothing is planned for demo. And meanwhile, go through the YouTube and Udemy as I shown you, and then only you can decide. Okay. So thank you all for your time spending here. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So anything if you have, feel free to ask. No worries.
Snowflake చెప్తారండి is the chances of snowflake.
So Snowflake actually we are not covering in this course. So Snowflake is actually please mute. So Snowflake we are covering in another course actually. That is separate course. In this it is not there.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about that one?
Which one?
That snowflake other additional thing, no?
Yeah,
Azure.
that is another separate course. There is no way related to this. That is handling in separate batch. If you want, definitely we will inform.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hello, Achut. So myself Rajesh. So actually, currently last 3 years, so I was working on AWS. So
Okay.
so it is like similar Azure or like data engineer with Azure and AWS.
Yeah, since you are already working in cloud technology, so other cloud understanding is not big deal in my view. Okay, whenever we also have a task, we used to spending some time, easily we can adapt. So here also storages like S3 bucket, here also data lake or blob. Here we are using ETL tools, ready-made ETL tool like Data Factory. There, if you experience in Databricks, here same portal. So cloud-wise, easily you can adopt. Just in 2-3 classes, you can adopt easily. Even new person also. So your side, it's not a big deal.
Okay. Okay. Same thing like I'm using like Spark and Java. So it is like
Ah,
similar, right? Python and Spark.
correct. Same thing, same manner. But we are going to handle related to data side. So
Okay.
data concepts, how data side you will handle on the in that different concepts, optimization side. So those things we can master it.
Okay. So related this, so any certificate is there like Azure or data side is like, because there is one Databricks certificate exam. So so related this, or it's like
No, you mean, I didn't get completely your question. You mean you have a Databricks, you worked on Databricks in AWS side, is it?
no, I'm not working in Databricks and AWS, but I just like normal Java and Spark, but I have not knowledge in Databricks. But my question, like, is there any like certificate provided by Databricks, or you need to attend exam? So just because I know there is a one exam held for the Databricks certification. So is it related to Azure, or it is a separate like Databricks side?
Yeah, it's a Databricks associate certification exam is there from Microsoft side also. Okay.
Yes, yes. Okay.
That also is whatever we are learning that will help you actually. And another data engineering related overall also there is a certification exam. Earlier one DP 203 is there, which I shown you actually as my certification, but now it is expired. So another one is DP 600, 700. So same data engineering related. We'll touch that also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, my name is Raghu.
Yeah. Hi, Raghu.
Yes, I'm working as a DevOps engineer, the cloud of AWS. Past 5+ years of experience I have.
Yeah.
For upskilling myself, I plan for this for go to developer side for choose this Azure Data Engineering.
Okay.
I have the some basic concepts I know. That's theoretically, not at sure about practicals.
Yeah.
So what are the key components will be required for Python level in Azure Data Engineering?
So that's a good one. So you see Python side, since we are doing from last 3 years, I'm doing this training, and I used to discuss PySpark directly. Okay. So when we discuss PySpark directly also, even a person who don't know basics about Python also able to understand, able to write scripts, and able to do everything actually. The only thing, but knowing Python is always recommended because they are going to have a clarity on class, object, functions, and its concepts, OOPS related concepts. So
NumPy
when you
pandas also will be
huh?
required. NumPy's pandas.
Panda, if it is, see, that's what all these data structures, if you know, that is really well and good because definitely you will use it. That's why Python knowing is recommended actually, but don't think that at the same time it is obstacle. So PySpark directly you will understand what we are discussing, you will handle it. On top of that, if you need any data structures like pandas or any other API related, or only thing is Python, if you directly learn, OOPS concepts, in my view, it is matter. So
Okay.
that function, how you can call classes, how the structure it will be there, how the objects it will be there. Because in real time, when you put a cursor on that particular function, it will show you its definition or its structure. By seeing itself, you are in a position to use it actually, especially. So it's just like a English language or any language. If you know the structure, if you take any word, you can fit it in proper place as a verb or a subject or a proverb or whatever. Just
Okay.
like that, if you know Python, that is really well and good. That is added advantage.
Even synopsis will be included in your course curriculum.
Yeah. Synapse will be there. That's what I mentioned. Synapse portal. In the Synapse portal also, we will see some scenarios. After Data Factory SQL, some concepts completed. That is to give you the confidence that what we are learning in the SQL or in the Data Factory, same thing without changing even colors also available in the Synapse. Same thing in the Fabric also. And
Okay.
Notebook, PySpark related discussion also, same thing applicable in Synapse and Fabric. So that's why,
And
in my view, core individually learning SQL, Data Factory, PySpark is the best way, first thing. Then all of them at one place is available, that is Synapse, and its most powerful is Fabric. Okay.
I think Fabric can manage all the ETL pipelines, ADF, and things
Yes,
and all.
yes. Fabric,
A single
Fabric
platform.
is will do capable to do many things. In that, one of the task is data engineering.
Okay.
Yeah.
One final doubt I have. I'm new for this Azure. I have knowledge on AWS, but don't have any slightly knowledge on Azure also. So what are the resources maybe included in Azure? I think S3, like S3.
Yeah, like S3, as I told,
DBMS.
data lake and blob. Okay.
Mm.
And
DBMS
no,
or
no. DBMS is
DBMS.
actually a subject. So data lake, Databricks will be there. Azure Databricks will be there portal wise. Okay.
Okay.
Data Factory is another resource. Synapse is purely Azure resource. Of course, ADF also. Database, we will create SQL Server in the cloud side. That's whatever curriculum I listed down, all of them are related to Azure only. Okay.
Okay, can you share me once course curriculum if you have the
Yeah,
PDF
sure,
document?
definitely. If you whoever need, you can ping me in this WhatsApp number.
Yeah, I
There is
can.
a link actually. I will share the course curriculum completely.
So one of my cousin also will be interested for data engineering, but he is working on VMware.
Okay.
I don't have any prior knowledge on cloud and all, but I suggested for go for this Azure engineering.
Yeah.
I will
That's
tell
what.
you once that person.
Whether you have basics or not, as I mentioned many times, please attend next 3 classes. If you are understanding Azure data engineering related in the next 3, then only you can go ahead. And at the
What are the
same time,
timings? 7 to 8 a.m.
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So,
Thank you so much.
yeah.
Yeah, I think 7 to 8 p.m. I felt, but this
No, no,
time is
it's
very
AM,
comfortable.
morning. It's a morning time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, one question. So,
Yeah, Rajesh.
actually, if there is like a practice, right? So, is there like it is faced like we need to like Azure account or something like that? So, it is absolute like free or anything need to subscribe
Okay,
or
for practice purpose, what is the required thing? Is it?
yes.
So the thing is, that's what tomorrow in the first class we will guide you actually for your practice related. So we need a Azure account for practice. The thing is, 30-day free trial will be there in the Azure. So that first 1 month you can practice there directly what we are discussing and anything. Then the next thing is, we used to guide to the every batch students go for the paid subscription, pay as you go, because when you are using any resource, that means when you are creating first time in the cloud, I used to give the knowledge pricing wise, billing wise, how that resource will respond. Is it billing more? Is it billing less? So such a knowledge, and most of the resources you can practice with zero pricing in your paid subscription. I'm talking. So like that, Blob, there is a data storage you need to take. You can do it almost free in the entire month. And data factory also, it is just 10-20 rupees per month. Means basing on your usage only. That's what your entire month billing you can manage in less than 100 rupees. This is what happening for every batch students.
Okay.
Suppose in worst case, one of the resource by mistake you created and billing is happen like anything. Like sometimes for some students, 30,000, 40,000, 80,000, 1,30,000 rupees happen for one of the student. So no worries, even in that case also, there is a mechanism to waive it off by reaching out to the customer care. But still prevention is better. So that for that prevention, we used to discuss in every class how the billing is going to happen, at which resources you need to take care. For example, database is there, SQL Server database is there, which is very important in billing wise. You need to take care. So there also there is a free offer that we will adopt. Then happily, my database for your students, you will see in this week, last year I created. Same thing I'm using till now. And like that, there is a Databricks, especially this is really matter. Databricks is really costly. So likewise, I used to guide, I used to make them to people go through the billing also regularly. Okay. So 1 month, as for your question, first of all, you need a Azure account that we will guide you tomorrow. And second thing is 1 month free subscription is there. You can happily practice anything. Then after 1 month, you may have a question. Simply go for paid subscription. No worries. In less than 100 rupees, you can manage. That we will guide you.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, hi, Atchyut, Abhijit this side.
Yeah, Abhijit.
Actually, I have a complete 6 to 8 year experience in the SaaS technology. Okay, that is
Okay.
one of the obviously ETL platform. Okay,
Okay.
but on-prem. I
Huh.
have to move right now into the cloud technology.
Okay.
Okay, so do we cover the Delta Live tables, Unity Catalog, and Databricks?
So Delta Live tables we are covering, but Unity catalog I'm not discussing actually till now. So I have
Okay.
a plan.
Mhm.
So we will see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, do we cover and some real-time scenario like actually in the SaaS we have knowledge on this how we daily receive the files
Exactly.
and how the
Yeah. That's
so
what
in
main thing. See.
Mhm.
Yeah. Continue. Yeah.
Yeah, and also interviewer asking that same question how we deal in the Azure in the with the ADF as well as in the Databricks like this.
So the ultimate thing is, irrespective of the times, concepts are same. Only technologies are
Yeah,
changing.
technology is different. Yeah.
So you might be doing there regularly incremental load, full load, incremental
Yeah.
load, matching with the actual tables, like a staging or bronze, silver layers, like that.
Yeah, medallion architecture.
So all the things are same conceptually or SCD types, anything. Here you are just learning in another language, same concepts. So technology wise, you need a hands-on, but concepts are same anywhere in traditional ETL or now this cloud ETL.
Okay.
So the added advantage for you, you know the theory, only practical part.
Practical. Yeah.
You need to understand hands-on and how to deal here optimally is the matter.
Okay. Also, if I forgot. Do we include Unity catalog or not?
I'm planning actually. So
Okay.
90% I can assure you. In
Mhm.
worst case, I cannot get. Frankly, I'm telling. Okay.
Okay. But if we not include Unity catalog, suppose thing that so
Mhm.
in the database, how we store the data with the help of only mount point something?
Yeah. So you can from the Databricks, you can connect it to
Mhm.
the external sources directly one thing, and another
Okay.
thing is you can mount external sources like data stores
Mhm.
into this Databricks actually. So there is a
Mhm.
DBFS concept. So you are
Okay.
going to mount to the external sources, and
Mhm.
the databases you can connect directly.
Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
And internal storage is also there.
you. Mhm. Okay. Got you.
Okay. Yeah.
Hi,
Sid.
yes, sir. Hi, Achu, sir. This is Sidhu.
Yes, Nitin.
I'm from old student from your batch in
Yeah.
2024, maybe July
Uh,
or August, I think so.
yeah.
So during last time, I could not able to attend your full course due to some health issues. Like I met with an accident,
Okay.
so
Okay. Oh,
able to
sorry.
cover full course.
Yeah.
So I want to avail your course again this time. And do you conducting any classes in the evening batch like?
Right now, evening batch is just completed last week, actually. That's what just now I shown you,
Okay.
recordings.
Mhm.
But evening batch, I'm not conducting right now. because
Okay.
of my regular client calls and all. So if you are okay, you can continue in this batch, or you can call me personally. I will.
Sure. Yeah.
No
Yeah.
worries at any point. I will allow you to somewhere.
Sure. Yesterday I called you actually, and yeah.
Yes. I am in driving actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
And-
otherwise, I will be attending the next evening batch whenever you are conducting.
No, right now I don't have plan because evening time it became hectic for me to take the classes regularly. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So you
Yeah.
can, if it is time is okay, this you can continue.
Actually, I mean, in my company, I'm currently
Uh-huh.
working for Capgemini, and client requirement is to come to every day to the office, and I will be leaving every day morning. So I couldn't able to make in this time duration.
What about 6 to 7 morning?
6 to 7 is, I mean, it's too early.
No, you have to break.
Yeah.
Too early
So
6. Why 6 is too early? Why?
I,
Morning will start with 4 a.m. for anybody. Not okay,
yeah.
whatever. Okay, you can call me. We will try to
Sure.
identify some.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
So just one question. So is it available like 6 to 7? Because 7 to 8 it is little difficult for me.
6 to 7 means for them in 3 weeks it will complete. That is already 80% completed. For them Databricks going on. So after 3 weeks you can continue as a new batch. You can in that case, or you can join in this batch and then whenever that start you can move to that batch also.
Okay.
Okay. Then
Hi.
yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi, Shashi this side. Actually, I'm already used my Azure subscription 1 month free. So after that, how I can continue with this course?
Yeah. So there is
It will be.
if you
Yeah.
already
Go ahead.
used, if you are unable to identify new credit card, so you can you have only one option, that is paid subscription. Okay. So just enabling into paid subscription, nothing will happen, billing, no problem. And just make it enable and then you continue. And tomorrow onwards, one by one resources we will start creating. In the starting itself, I will guide you billing wise, is it suggestible or not. So no worries, we can manage less than 100 rupees.
Okay. One more question.
Yeah.
In Azure Databricks, you will take source as database or text file or CSV files.
So both,
Like
because in the real time, most of the cases, database data handling will be there and the file format related data will be there. JSON, Parquet, CSV. So these are the frequently occurring formats actually.
because in my case, all source are databases. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. See, that depends actually, but it need not be always. So source might be anything, file or database mostly. So both of them we will see.
Okay.
Yeah. Yogesh.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah,
Sir,
okay.
as a fresher, which position I have to enter into in this line, sir? If I want to go to Azure, means which one is the first step to enter in this one? Database side or which side, sir? Sir, already previously you gave the answer for SAS. So in backend, SAS or SAP is the right position to enter, and I understood the basic knowledge, and after that I will come to this Azure is right or wrong, sir. Just give the answers, please, sir.
Those words I really don't know, SAS or whatever the things. Okay. Better you go as a database developer by learning a database like SQL technologies, and then slowly you can explore this side.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you. And Linux is very important for in this, sir. SQL and the Linux part.
In our data engineering, Linux we never touching. In this case.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we have to enter into SQL developer side is best to
Yeah.
enter in.
Yeah. Because you will be touch with the data domain, so easily you can can upgrade actually.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so let us meet tomorrow, same time. So as I mentioned, don't miss next 3 classes. Please attend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We use the same link for joining the classes. As I mentioned also, don't simply accept the classes, don't simply reject the classes. Test your side, how we are teaching. So that's what 3 live classes, go through with the YouTube channel and Udemy. Then check there, spend some time, at least half an hour to 1 hour. Are you able to understand or not? As a layman, try to go through it. Then only you can take the decision on Wednesday. Okay?
Okay, morning to 7 to 8, na?
Yeah, morning 7 to 8. You will get the information, class link, everything, of course. But still, in worst case, use the same Zoom link for joining tomorrow at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. Okay? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you all. Have a nice day. All the best for your bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, bye.